What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today's episode will be in the kitchen cooking for our prep. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I do to prep my food for the week so that way I can hit my goals and make sure that I stay lean and healthy throughout the week. Before you get started on prep, number one thing you gotta know is what is your goal? Are you trying to maintain your health? Are you trying to gain weight, gain muscle, or are you trying to lose and cut weight? Those are things you have to ask yourself. What is your goal? Because this is gonna determine how many calories you're gonna be eating throughout your day. Because I am getting ready for summer, I wanna look good, I wanna feel good, I'm gonna start cutting the calories, okay? So that's the number one thing is that if you're trying to lose weight, you have to be in a caloric deficit. And the way that you get this number, first of all, you have to download an app. If you download an app like MyFitnessPal or Nutrition Tracker, that's gonna make your life so much easier. So definitely recommend downloading one of those apps. I like MyFitnessPal, that's worked well for me over the years, and it's really easy to use too. So when you plug in your numbers, it's gonna ask you your age, it's gonna ask you your height, your weight, and all those things that are important so that you can get your base calories, okay? So this is your basal metabolic rates. I'm hoping I'm getting that right. So what this means is that how many calories does your body just need to eat to survive? Once you get your maintenance calories, what you want to do from there, for instance, my maintenance calories is around maybe 2,000, okay? So I want to take about 500 calories away from 2,000, I get about 1,500. So if I take 500 calories away each day, it's about 1 pound loss per week. If I take 250 calories, that's half a pound. Like I said, number one thing you got to figure out is what is your goal. And because I'm sharing with you guys what my goal is, I'm gonna show you guys how to cut the weight. I know you're busy. I know you don't have much time if you're a busy dad working full time, raising the family, being a husband, and so on. I get it, and it's very hard to do all these things, but it is possible. I'm doing it myself right now, and it's possible for you as well. You just gotta make a little bit of effort in the kitchen on Sunday nights, which I'm doing right now. So let's jump into the first source of protein that I'm gonna consume for the first half of the week. All right, guys, if you guys can see this right here, this is a rotisserie chicken. Already seasoned up, already made from Good Chop. This, let's read the macronutrients. Yeah, the calories are very important. Like we talked about calories already, but the macronutrients are even more important to understand because that is how you're gonna get real results. Not only are you gonna count your calories, you're gonna track your macronutrients, which is your protein, fats, and carbs. If I weigh it on a scale, 3 ounces of this chicken is 12 grams of fats, 1 gram of carb, and 15 grams of protein just for 3 ounces, which is not bad depending on your macros. I do a high fat, high protein, low carb. That's what I've been doing for a very long time, and I love this macro breakdown because I get to enjoy fattier meats. And this one's pretty high on the fat, 12 grams of fat per 3 ounces. So let's go cook this up. Gonna throw it in the air fryer. Let's go. Put my tray up in here. All right, while that is getting cooked, like I said, that was super simple. I just put that in there. It's already seasoned up, made it really simple. And now I'm gonna have a good source of protein for the next few days. That's gonna be actually for my lunch. And then I'm gonna be cooking another protein source right now, which is gonna be for my breakfast. So depending on your schedule, my schedule starts from 5:30 a.m. and I work till around 3 or 4. So almost 10 hours in a day, depending on how busy our work is. So I will want to cook another protein source, another meal, because I don't want to be eating my lunch for my breakfast, because our first actual lunch is at 10:30 a.m. in the morning. So no one wants to eat chicken and whatever for lunch at 10:30. So we're gonna go and cook some breakfast kind of food, and I'm show you guys what I have for my next source of protein. Okay, let's go. Ground venison. This is 95% lean, 5% fat, which is a leaner protein source. It's got about 5 grams of fat, 0 carbs, and 24 grams of protein in a 4-ounce serving. So what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna just show you guys what I'm gonna do with this for my breakfast, okay? All right, we got the venison cooked up and grounded. It's all good to go. So I'm gonna pour it in my dish because we're going back into the pan after this. Okay, here we go. Got our eggs, Eggs are such a good source of protein and fat. They have omega-3s in there that have good fats in your eggs. You need this for your brain health and everything else. So definitely recommend eating eggs for breakfast if you can. Gotta get them electrolytes in there. So we got the eggs cooked now. The chicken is done. That was about 22 minutes or so. Let's go check out the chicken. But actually, let's first put the eggs in the dish first. So there's 6 eggs in here total. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, guys. Are you ready to see the chicken yet? Let's go. Whoa. Whoa. Check it out. Look at that golden, crispy brown rotisserie chicken, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna be eating good this week, that's for sure. So we're gonna come back to the chicken in a little bit, but we gotta finish up our breakfast, okay? So we've talked about protein and fat so far. You got your protein from the venison, and it's got a little bit of fat in there, and the eggs have fat and protein in there. So now we're gonna be talking about carbohydrates. What I'm gonna be doing with my venison and eggs is gonna be making some tacos, breakfast tacos. And this, for 2 tortillas, is 17 grams of carbohydrates. That's very low. So 2 of these you can have, and it still be only 17 grams. Sharp cheddar cheese, another reason why I love high fat, high protein, low carb, because I get to have my cheese. So for 1/4 cup of this is 9 grams of fat, 7 grams of protein, 0 grams of carbs. So this isn't gonna affect me too much, especially since I'm pretty active at work. I'm gonna burn these calories pretty quickly. For those guys that are eating very, very lean, like chicken breast, ground turkey, you probably wouldn't be able to eat a lot of these kinds of foods. You wouldn't be able to eat some cheese. You wouldn't be able to add a lot of olive oil, because your plan is most likely gonna be high protein, high carb, low fat. And I've done that before. Yes, it works. You get good results that way. But for me, it's not sustainable. I'm gonna fall off pretty quickly if I try to do a low fat plan. And the goal is to make this a lifestyle. The biggest misconception that I hear from people, or I feel like people think, is that fats are unhealthy for them. But in reality, fats are actually really good for your body, and you function so much better on fats, I believe, because I've done the high carb and I just felt inflamed, I felt lethargic, just very lazy, okay? So I stick to this plan because it works best for my body. And like I said, the goal is to sustain this for a lifetime. You don't want to be doing something you hate for the rest of your life. You want to sustain it. That's why you got to understand your macronutrients, figure out what you enjoy the most, and follow that plan. There you have it, guys. Meal prep for the next 3 days. Got my tacos, got my rotisserie chicken, my ground beef. I'm gonna finish these up with the tacos. So I'm gonna be eating 3 tacos for breakfast. Each taco has about 1 ounce of ground beef. So that's a good amount of protein in there. And then for my rotisserie chicken, I'm gonna shred this up, put it with a half cup of white rice together, add some veggies in there, and I'll have my lunch there as well. So this will be a high protein meal plan for the next 3 days, which I'm super excited to eat. This looks delicious. If I didn't do all the filming, I probably would have been already done by now. So all I have left is just finishing up my tacos, those next two prep containers, that's it. And I'll be done. So like I said, it took me about 45 minutes to an hour max on this meal prep, and it's 2 meals. That's legit, guys, that's legit. So I'll come back on Wednesday and have a different source of protein and do something similar. But this is super simple to make. Doesn't take that long, but you do have to make sure you have a game plan with your food, because you want to make sure that you're keeping track so you're not gaining the fat, gaining the weight. And if you're that busy, then there's other solutions to that problem, which is going to meal prep companies and having them ship your meals to you. So it is possible. You just gotta pretty much not make excuses for yourself. So if I can do it, I know you can do it. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. If you have any questions on this meal prep, if you want to hear anything else, leave it in the comments below. If you're struggling to get your protein in, then I highly recommend getting a supplement, a protein powder that you can easily shake up and down, because you want to make sure that protein is the highest in macronutrient, and this is the biggest struggle for most people, is getting the protein in. So definitely recommend having a protein powder on hand. And if you're interested, I have a link below where you can get the exact protein I take to help me build the muscle, and also to make sure I get my protein in. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Like I said, leave anything that you have, any questions down below. Until next time, achieve your highest potential. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.